The city hummed with the restlessness of late evening traffic. Horns blared, vendors shouted over the noise, and the orange sun bled into the lagoon skyline. In a modest boutique hotel tucked behind the busy street of Lekki Phase 1, a storm long buried was about to awaken. Sandra adjusted her scarf in front of the hotel mirror, her heart pounding. It had been 2 years since she last saw Rezi, the man who shattered her spirit and taught her pain in ways word could never hold. When he left for London after their chaotic breakup, she told herself it was over for good. But now, he was back. She had ignored his calls for weeks. Then a message came. Just one last time, let me see you, please. Against her better judgment and her husband's silent worry, she agreed. Closure, she told herself, just closure. Sandra and Rezi had been inseparable, the kind of couple people whispered about. Fiery, intense, dramatic. Their love was loud and chaotic. But behind closed doors, Rezi's temper flared up, and his charm morphed into manipulation. He blamed her for everything, silenced her tears with gaslighting, and took control for love. When she finally found the strength to leave, she had nothing but the ashes of what once felt like a wildfire. Enter Nonso, a quiet, gentle architect who spoke to her soul in patient sketches and unwavering presence. He wasn't flashy or intense, but he was kind, safe, real. With Nonso, she healed. They got married in a quiet ceremony in Abuja a year later. Now, the hotel room. She opened the door to Rezi, standing tall in white shirt, his London accent now laced into his Niger cadence. Sandra, he breathed. God, you look even better than I remembered. She didn't smile. Rezi stepped closer, uninvited, his voice lowering. You know you don't love him. Why stay in a relationship with no passion, no fire? What we had was pure passion, hot as fire. You still feel that, don't you? He paused, his eyes searching hers. Leave him. For me. Sandra stared at him for a long bit. The silence was heavy, like the breath before thunder. Then came her answer. Fire burns, Rezi. And all I felt with you was hurt and pain. Her voice trembled, but her gaze didn't. I would never go back to you. I would rather be with my husband, someone who has nothing but love and respect for me. We have our whole lives to find and explore passion together. A slow, steady burn, not a wildfire that leaves me in ashes. And with that, she turned, walked to the door, slammed it shut. To him and to every scar he ever left on her heart. Meanwhile, across the hotel, in a dimly lit cafe on the hotel's top floor, Nonso sat by the window, coffee cold in his hands. He had followed her, not out of mistrust, but instinct. Something inside him had grown restless ever since the ex reached out. He had seen her enter Rezi's room. The sight made something in his chest crack. Maybe she does love him, he thought. Maybe she only settled for me. He stood to leave, a lump in his throat. But just as he turned, the elevator dinged. Sandra stepped out. She walked straight to him, no hesitation, her eyes brimming, not with regret, but fire. A different kind. The kind that glowed, not scorched. "You waited for me," she said softly. He nodded, unsure. She took his hand and pressed it to her chest. "I told him I would never go back. I choose you. I will keep choosing you." And right there, as Lagos blinked to life below them, Nonso understood something. Love doesn't always arrive as fire. Sometimes it comes as light, constant, gentle, unyielding. And in that moment, surrounded by the chaos of the city, they found their calm. The end.